Hi everybody, welcome to the kitchen. Today we are talking about short ribs. This is going along with the educational videos that Tim put together. Now we're going to talk about what we do with it. So what we did was, have to give credit where credit is due. Tim smoked these himself. He did it at about 250 degrees for 6 hours with some good hickory in our smoker. The seasoning on this, we like to keep it simple, especially with beef. Beef, you traditionally, if you talk to experts, you want to be more salt and pepper driven, whereas with chicken and pork, maybe add a little sugar into that rub. You know, you do spice it too, but with beef, we really like to stick with just the salt and pepper. So we're using the Pepper Supreme. You can't go wrong with this product. Definitely 7 different peppers in there. And we thinned it out. We like to thin it out a little bit with the salt, because sometimes it can be a little too strong. It can, and it can almost have a tendency to overwhelm it. So when we take a little bit of this, mix it together. Great product, and I love our Cisco Classic Kosher Salt. It's got a little flake to it. It's not as hard and crusty as a lot of the other ones are. And to me, when you get that crusty or that crispy salt, the crunch is really, really nice with the short rib. So what we're gonna do, we have a bunch of different ideas of how we can serve this. Of course, you know we do want to serve just a nice, beautiful short rib piece, especially going into the holidays and into the fall. Fall here in Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana is some of the best cooking times of the year, in my opinion. So we can harvest a really nice few short ribs out of this. And the nice part about it is too, we can do a boneless presentation where we just take and we can slice this guy right here. Oh my God, look at how nice this is. And you can even portion these ahead of time, you know, in a situation where this can be something that is served just like so. And what we're doing today is we're going to show you how to use some of the leftovers. Like how can we really maximize this? I mean, this is going to eat absolutely beautifully. You see that certified Angus beef fat on the top. Nice crust is made. So what are we going to do? We can cut another piece that has bone in and serve that. And I'm telling you what, friends, right there. I mean, this was heated up really nice in the smoker. Tim put this in almost like an Alto Sham, heating it up slowly. You can chill this, you can throw it in the deep fryer, bring it back up, make it crispy, put like an Asian glaze on it. This would be excellent for something like that, like a Korean barbecue. Or keep it, and let's say more of a, more of like a St. Louis style or a Nashville style. You can take any direction you'd like. So that's absolutely beautiful right there. Set that on some mashed potatoes or some roasted root vegetables. Now what about this? What are we gonna do with these pieces here? Well, we can still do a boneless short rib presentation, but I'll tell you what really works well. We harvest a couple beautiful slices, and then we take this guy, and we just kind of break him up a little bit. So that way there's never any waste. I tell people this with brisket too. Take your brisket, harvest some really nice, beautiful slices out of that. That's for your entree, that's for your upscale sandwich. And then all the broken pieces left over, well, there's a ton of stuff we can do with them. You want to have some fun, friends, and make some short rib street tacos. I'm talking real simple. We have a lot of different tortillas you can use, and you can be very traditional and just use like onion, lime, and cilantro, pico de gallo, take it any direction you want. But today, we are going to make some poutine. So, what is poutine? Poutine is a French-Canadian dish. I know a lot of you up here in the Midwest are familiar with it. You know, having our neighbors to the north, we like to utilize some of their ideas. So what is it? Well, there's many ways, as you know, to make anything. It is basically fries, gravy, and some type of other product, but it usually has to be cheese curd. There's many variants of it, but how this all began was it's an item from Quebec, and they would take fresh cut fries, wonderful cheese curd. A lot of them probably came from Wisconsin, from our area, and then a gravy on top. So today we're going to use our cheddar curd. It's a beautiful product, comes 2 in a case, very long shelf life. As you can see, this is good till middle of next year. Once you open it up, though, it will go through the normal processes. And this is a great new item. You've seen the sidewinders before. This is our new mini sidewinder. This one does not have the skin or the batter on it like the other sidewinder does, but I'll tell you, these things get really, really crispy. And if you excuse me for a second, I'm gonna go grab some from the fryer, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. Honestly, friends, you can bake these. You can bake these if you have to, if you're in a situation like that. But look, they get nice and crisp. You can put these in a convection oven. Deep fried, of course, are the best. We can season these when it comes out. In this situation, I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave these plain. They're very good the way they are. So our next step is we're going to add a little bit of curd. Now, if you're making your own cheese curd, like fried cheese curd from scratch, we sell a lot of pre-breaded ones that are great. But if you really want to knock it out of the park, we'll make a nice little batter mix. And I like to save the bigger ones. We dip those in a beer batter or in just a nice locally made batter mix and fry those guys off. And then the littler fellas we can use for the poutine. Now, people say, does this cheese have to melt? And I say no. It actually, we're gonna amp it up a little bit, but traditionally the protein of this dish is the cheese. You know, you think a lot of dishes where protein, whether it be something in an Indian restaurant or even a Greek restaurant, where the cheese itself is the protein. So there we go. Normally we just put some gravy on it. Today we're going to use the Cisco brand beef gravy because it is great. Made by Vanny Foods, good product. And we are going to get some of that gravy nice and hot. Now people say, well, what kind of gravy are you supposed to use? It doesn't really matter. Some will tell you turkey, some will tell you half beef, half chicken. Have fun with it any way you want. We like brown gravy around here. In a lot of places, you think about it, that do chicken, they use brown gravy for their chicken as well. So nice hot gravy over the top. We also have mixes you can use that are really good. I guess if I wanted to be traditional, I would do 1 can of our beef and 1 can of our chicken mixed together, really nice. So then we're going to take some of the short rib. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, and I got some chives from the garden or from your friendly produce man. I got a couple little chives here, jazzing it up a little bit. And there we go, friends. So this is a dish that will take you all the way through the fall, all the way through the winter, and give you a utilization. If you want to run these nice short ribs, here's what we can do with some of the scraps and leftovers. Street tacos, poutine, a lot of things you can do. These can be cut ahead of time, individually wrapped and heated to order, and then all the leftovers chopped up. So thanks for joining us in the kitchen today. Hope to see you soon.